Hey guys, it's Babypowder and it's Sunday, which means hey, it's time for another mailbox clean out for our 200 run series. And this clean out will be for week number 32. Last week we cleaned out after we had completed our runs for Marathon. And this time we will be cleaning out for doing the Northern Eastern Kingdom zone. So we'll see if we sold any of those items. Hopefully we did. That definitely did add a pretty nice variety to our auction house loot that we were able to sell. So yeah, and they've been pretty popular with you know, my other realms when I've actually posted those items. So that's why I thought that was a good idea to go ahead and include that into our series. We will also be doing Southern Eastern Kingdom zones eventually, but right now we just ended up doing Shadow Labs, and then we are doing, you know, working on Ultimate now. Islands are next after that, which also should add a pretty nice variety to our sales as well. But anyway, guys, before we get into the review, just like to say, if you do like these videos, make sure you smash that big thumbs up. Lets me know that you like it. Also, do not forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss the next one or one of the loot videos, so you can actually see what we get and what we're trying to sell throughout the week to reach our goal, which is 10 million. So going into the review though, we are actually on week 32 now, and we are getting very close. It's between two different realms, Proudmoore and Thrall, and both of them have provided, you know, a decent amount of gold in sales. It's kind of been back and forth. Sometimes we make more on one realm, sometimes we make more on the other. So far though, we have made more on Proudmoore overall. And as you can see here with the review sheet, we are less than 1 million gold away from reaching that goal of 10 million between the two realms. We're, you know, only 943,000 gold away, which means we have made 9,056,000 gold since we've started this for, you know, 32 weeks here. Last week was a really good clean out. We actually made 645,000 gold for that week, and you see, I mean, our sales have gradually increased over time. I mean, here recently, I mean, it's been, you know, at least 300,000 for the, you know, a lot of weeks here, and actually a lot more than that. There for a while though, we were just aiming for about 200,000, and we were, you know, kind of hitting that. We did have some kind of dry spells here, you know, right after Isle of Thunder, right after Mana Tombs, but there was also big events going on that, you know, during those times. So that could be, you know, contribute to what was going on there. Like with this one, the really low one, you had like 3 different events going on, like with Mr. Pandaria and you know, Cataclysm Classic and all that stuff was going on at that time. And then Mana Tombs was the plundered stuff or whatever, Plunder Storm. So yeah, all that stuff was going on when we had those low dips. But other than that, our sales have been really good, at least over 200,000, and sometimes much higher. And just a little bit breakdown here, we have so far made 4,720,000 with Proudmoore, 335,000 with Thrall, and with, as far as, you know, where our gold is coming from, majority of it's coming from transmog, doing a lot of dungeons and things, and that's mostly where we're focused on making our gold. So of course that's where it's coming from, with us making about 8,227,000 with transmog alone. Did get some material gold, and actually it was pretty high last week, over 100,000 gold. But of course it was, Marathon has a lot of herbs, and there was one herb in particular that was pretty high and gave us a lot of gold. So over 100,000 there. That's our second highest we've made with materials. Our highest was actually with Stratholm. We made like almost 200,000 that week because those righteous orbs were just crazy. But we have actually made 828,000 in materials. This week though, with the North and Eastern Kingdom zones, I'm not really thinking we'll have too much with materials, but there are little, you know, things here and there that we may have picked up doing those zones. So but anyway, that is going to conclude the review. Let's go ahead and jump to our first bank alt, which will be our low value bank tune for Proudmoore, and then we'll do the high value bank tune where hopefully we have some exciting stuff, and then we'll do the materials bank alt, and then we'll do it all again with Thrall. And if you do watch me during, you know, stream on Twitch, you know, I jumped from Alliance Druid to a Horde Druid, and basically, you know, the Alliance Druid is Proudmoore, Horde Druid is Thrall, although they do trade things if we have duplicates of the high value items. So anyway, here is the first bank alt. Let's go ahead and jump right to it and take a look. Our low value bank tune for Proudmoore. And we do have some sales, so great. 33 sales, 32,000, not bad. I mean, it is actually, I mean, it's not the greatest because it is under that 1,000 gold per sale average. Actually, if you think about 33 sales, 32,000, not a bad amount, but having that many sales means we have some really low stuff in there. But then again, it may be good to get some of this stuff out of here. But let's take a look, see if we have anything that kind of stands out. We do have a lunar glow robe. Not quite certain where that comes from. About 2,200. Ankh of Life. That's actually a trinket. So pretty nice. We got over 1,000 gold for a trinket, so I'll take that. Oh man, this sold really cheap. This kind of, I mean, it's only 236 gold, but it is one of the items from the Northern Eastern Kingdom zones, the Frostbite staff. We did actually get quite a few of those, so but yeah, we at least did sell something from doing what we just did. So it's always nice to see when stuff sells from the farm you were just working on, because it's not always that way with transmog. Transmog is a slow seller, but in a way that kind of makes it passive gold at one point, you know, at a certain point when you get enough stock built up. So it's kind of nice for that. Pain repeater, 4,700. Man, kind of almost want to say I do know where that comes from, but don't. I'm thinking it's a wrath item, but I could be wrong on that. Imposed brazen shield, 1,000. I am thinking that's a wrath item. Watcher's cap. Now that sounds like Maradon, 1,000. And then Outrunner shield, 4,000 there. And that actually might have been Maradon as well. Strap heater shield. Now that does sound like wrath. Almost 30, well, about 3,800 pretty much. And then triumphant leg plates for 2,000. So some decent items, you know, some items sold for a decent amount. This is really bad. The blood spattered loincloth for only 283 gold. Of course, that comes from like welding caverns. That comes from Sledgefin, all those type farms, probably Sledgefin since we did that more recently. But man, we were getting way more for those than just, you know, under 1,000 gold. That's rough. But yeah, not bad, not bad. Schematics for these voice amplification modules, they actually come from Stratholme. We speak about Stratholme with the material gold earlier. But yeah, still nothing else really to really point out. Sold a ring here. Elegant tunic, yeah. Some you know, it's good to get some of this stuff cleaned out because we do have a lot. But anyway, 32,801 gold. We'll add that to our sheet. So not the worst start. I mean, this is actually better than some of the previous ones. I mean, our low value transmog big tunes have been up there here recently, but yeah, that's about the average we were kind of hoping for low value transmog. Was around 30,000 in the past. But anyway, let's go ahead and clean this out, and then we'll swap on over to our high value big tune and hope for some exciting sales. All right, so now here on our high value bank tune, let's take a look. And we got some sales, 8 sales, 279,428 gold. So really good. So that means we definitely have some exciting stuff. Let's see what we sold here. So we did actually sell something from doing the Northern Eastern Kingdom zones. This is the recipe for the Gift of Arthas. Only 47,500, but you can't always expect to get the value of items. I'll definitely take that. We actually got a couple of those. They actually came out of a little cave in the Western Kingdoms, or Western Kingdoms, Western Plague Lands. I put like Western Plague Lands and Eastern Kingdoms together, but anyway, the Western Plague Lands, there was only one place to farm for stuff there, and we actually ended up getting this and another pattern from there. And so yeah, and we got them with a short amount of time spent there too, so really good, you know, gold per hour kind of wise there. Recipe for Thistle Tea comes from our lock boxes, so really nice to see those moving again. Almost 15,000 there. Glory shoulder pads, pretty low, but the shoulders are not as valuable as say the legs and things like that. Almost 3,000 gold. TechBox CPU shell. This is a white common shield for 58,000. I've never actually sold these for this much. Usually I have to try to get rid of them for like, you know, 15 to 20,000 or something, but this comes from Nomergon, and you actually get quite a bit of them going Nomergon, so it's a really nice value for this one. So that's really good. we sold one of these for this much. Yeah, so getting close to 60,000 there, probably actually before the cut. Yeah, it was over 61,000. So really nice sell there. So the Cloud Keeper leg plates, 90,249 gold. We actually got that from doing Silithus when we did that for 5 hours solo. So really nice to see that go. And not a bad amount there. Wind Talker bow, 14,000. Not quite sure where we got that one from. Blood main gun, 36,000, almost 37,000. Actually would have gotten that from either Skyreach or possibly the Wad Blue farm when we did that. And then long claw gun, 14,000. Again, Skyreach or possibly that Wad Blue farm, because some of the same items were dropping at the Wad Blue farm that were dropping at Skyreach. Not all of the items that we got from Skyreach, but yeah. It could have came from either one of those, but yeah, really nice values for those. And that's why you should definitely do some WAD farms like Iron Docks and, you know, Skyreach, you know, possibly the WAD Blue farm. I mean, these items constantly sell and, you know, you get decent values for them. So even the low value items. So yeah, really good. But anyway, really nice. 279,428 gold. Definitely puts us over our goal that we usually reach for every week, at least 200,000. And here lately we've even been way over that, so that's really good. Yeah, we're already over 300,000, so that's great. We'll go ahead and clean this out. We have one more bank tune to check on our you know, Proudmoore realm. All right guys, so on to our last bank alt before we switch to thrall materials. And we do have some gold. We actually even, which you guys can't see until I bring over here, but do still have some dragon's teeth left from Meridon. I guess this is a really slow selling herb, but yeah, 80 of those. But anyway, still not a bad amount here. 2,239 gold. Let's see what we did actually sell. Some Essence of Undeath. So when we were killing some undead mobs around those different areas, had some of those, 301 gold. Some low value gems here. Big sell here, we did actually sell some of the dragon teeth, 149 of those. Now we may have gotten some of those from these, but I think that's left over from Meridon. I'm pretty certain that's where those are from. So actually that's just Meridon actually bringing us some more, you know, gold here. So we will really had some really low sales if it wasn't for that. But yeah, not bad at all. Some other, you know, miscellaneous items just picking up from here and there. Even some pearls from the certain, you know, Murloc mobs we would be farming there. But anyway, 2,239 gold. Let's add that into our sheet up here. That was 239. And yeah, no reason to spend too much time wasted on there. Let's go ahead and switch to thrall. All right guys, now we're going to check our horde tunes with thrall. Let's go ahead and take a look at our first one, our low value transmog bank tune. And we have some sales, 25 sales, 106,351 gold. This is the most amount we've cleaned out from our low value transmog bank tune. This is amazing. Only 25 sales at 106,000. That's really good for low value transmog. So awesome. I mean, less sales than we had on our Proudmoore tune and way more value. So yeah, really good. Even nice to see over 100,000 on a high value bank tune. So seeing this on a low value bank tune is really good. So it looks like we may have a lot of stuff to look at here. So first up, Prospector boots, awesome item. I see these constantly sell, so really good. And I think these we did get from places like Meridon and some other places too. We will have gotten some of these. We've had these a lot, almost 10,000 gold for those, and we constantly see these selling, so really good there. Staff of Divine Infusion, I'm pretty sure that is an Outlands item and it's blue, 2,800. Then we've got one of the Nat Pagels books. They are still just constantly selling. We still have a ton of these. These come from Dire Maul. You just pick them up off the ground. They can spawn in different places in any one of the different, you know, Dire Maul. So there's like 3 different ones you can farm. But 10,000 gold for that one. Also sold Jade Opulets. I think that's the shoulders, right? 5,000 gold for those. Sun's Worn Wand, I'm not quite sure where that came from, but 35, almost 3,600. Jade Greaves, so the boots for 16,000, really nice. I mean, that's getting there close to high value bank value right there, and we've got a lot of those too. Jade Gauntlets, so the gloves, 4,000 gold. The shoulders again, 5,000 for the J shoulders. Then let's see, next one, another Nat Pagels book, a little bit lower this time, but still over 9,000 gold, like 9,500. So not bad there. Cumbersome Sledgehammer for 9,500. That actually is a Wrath item. We got that when we were doing Gundrak, so really nice to see that go. Muradin Pants. So those I do believe came from Maradon when we were doing that. Almost 3,000 gold. And Sice Gun. So that is one of the Iron Docks items. Still selling those now. Incise is actually Iron Docks. I don't believe the Incise stuff was dropping in Skyreach. So 8,600. Brutal Scar Limb, 3,600 for that one. Standard issue shield, that actually is from the Northern Eastern Kingdoms zones that we were doing. That is actually from right there below Scarlet Monastery, those Scarlet mobs there. Those drop almost 3,800 for that. Ebonhold leggings, 1,400. Thristle fur robe, 1,400. And Prospector's chest piece for 2,800. It's pretty amazing that the chest piece sells for a lot less than the boots do, but hey, it's what it is. But still, really nice. 106,351 gold, the most we've cleaned out from our low value bank tune yet. So really nice accomplishment there. So hopefully we'll see even better sales with their high value bank tune, seeing that Thrall could do this with their low value stuff. So let's go ahead and clean this out, and we'll go over and check our high value bank tune and see if we have any sales there. All right, guys, so on our high value bank tune, let's see what we got. And 10 sales, only 105,000. Now, being over 100,000 is still great, and 10 sales, I mean, it's about 10,000 average per sale, so it's still really good. It's just, seeing such high sales on the low value bank tune. I was hoping for very high sales here, and actually hoping for them to catch back up to Proudmoore a little bit more. But seeing this, they're actually probably going to make less than, well, they're going to make less than Proudmoore. So they're still going to be behind a little bit, but still really amazing with the value we got on the low value stuff. So let's go ahead and take a look though, see what we do have. Oh man, really cool one here. Although these we really just try to get rid of. Great fur booties. Oh, okay, so we actually sold a high value item from the North and Eastern Kingdom zone. So really nice here. Those actually come from the little hound guys in the Silver Pine Forest. I've seen a lot of the Silver Pine Forest stuff sell, not from the other areas yet. Silver Pine Forest, so 21,000. Really nice there. Mummified Paws, Wrath item that we just try to get rid of, just like the axe here. Saltstone Girdle for 4,200. Oh, I skipped one here. Soul Catcher Halo, so really nice to see one of those sell too. That actually comes from Sunken Temple. It's a blue helm there. 26,000. Nice to see that go. Pattern for the Mongoose boots, 4,700. So really nice there. One of those blue patterns that you get from the caches from Darmall. We have a whole bunch of these still left. Girdle Insight, I think same thing. It's another one of the blue ones. Almost 8,000 gold for that one. Helm of Narv, it's a epic drop, kind of a lower valued, still over high value but it's kind of at the lower range. So 5,000 for that. And then plans for the Radiant Circlet, and I do believe that is I'm not sure if that's an Outlands pattern. I almost want to say it's a not an Outlands pattern, but a vanilla classic pattern. 33,000 though. It could very well be Outlands epic pattern. I'm not 100% on that one, but still really nice value for that. The problem is we really didn't have too many sales, and then a few of the sales we had were these really overinflated items that we just try to get rid of. So yeah, 105,000. Still not bad for 10 sales. We'll take it. Still way over what we were aiming for mostly each week. So yeah, all of the bank tunes really did well this week, I would say. But we do still have one more to check, which is on materials, but it should be right around the same range the Proudmoore one was. But let's take a look, and then we'll take a look at everything we made this week. All right, guys, so on to our last bank tune before we pull the sheet back up and review everything. We are on our materials bank alt for Thrall. Let's take a look. And 11 sales, 3,343 gold. So a little bit more than we made on Proudmoore, but similar. again, it looks like the standout is the Dragon's Teeth. It looks like actually I had sold all the Dragon's Teeth herb that was left from Meridon, so Meridon kind of saved us with getting a decent amount here. So yeah, 3,039 gold for those. We still have like 80 left on our Proudmoore one. We do still have 3 of the add-ons, you know, pieces to make the modules from WAD. Still haven't sold those. I need to actually move at least one over to Proudmoore, try to see if I can sell it over there, since they're not really moving over here anymore. It seemed like they were constantly selling over here, but they're just not. And then just some minor things, cragboar ribs. We got those. We're hunting the boars out there in those areas. Some other things, small eggs, some old gems, pearls, yeah, and just some old gems and things, essence of undeath as well, here as well. So pretty much same stuff, just a little bit more because we sold a little bit more of the Dragon's Teeth here. So we'll add that into our sheet here. 3,343, and we'll clean this out, and then we'll pull our sheet back up. All right, guys, so here we go. Not a bad week at all. 529,187 gold, 523,000 being made with transmog, and 5,582 gold being with materials. Now if we had actually made similar to what we made in materials last week, we've been a lot closer, but yeah, we are a little bit lower than we made last week, but you know, that happens. It's still really good, being over 500,000, so I'll definitely take that. That does now put us at 414,000 left to make to reach our goal. So that means after we had Shadow Labs today, and everything, all the loot from there, which you'll have the loot video for that tomorrow, but I will record it today and get those items up on the auction house, so they get a full week of an opportunity to sell. But after that one, if we get at least another 500,000, or of course we only need 414,000, we will reach our goal by week 33, which is awesome. It really has shown, though. I mean, we started out kind of high with our first week, but a lot of that was materials, and we aimed for materials with that dungeon really to kind of get some starter gold. But you see, it was kind of low with 33 with our second one. Then we did, you know, we were around the 100,000 range, kind of had an increase for a little bit, then it kind of dipped again, and then it gradually is built up to where now we're almost always over 300,000 even. Majority of the time, so even over the 200,000 we were aiming for. So really good, and we have had some really good weeks here lately. So it just goes to show that, you know, once you get your stock built up, and you are consistent with posting and everything else, I mean, you do see the sales start to increase, and then when you get to this point to where you have plenty of stock and you don't really need to farm anymore, you can either, well, one, take a break and just post your auctions, and it kind of becomes passive gold, or you can start working on 2 more realms, and then next thing you know, you have double what you have coming in. Possibly things do sell differently on each realm, so it's not fair to say that you could definitely have double, but it is a possibility, and it could even sell better on the other realms that you add. But this is kind of what this whole thing's been about, is showing, you know, how it can build up, and it has. I mean, we see the increase as we add more and more, you know, items to ourselves. But anyway, enough of that. This now does actually put us at 8,751,000 made with transmog alone. Again, that is where the majority of our gold comes from. 833,000 with materials, and again, Proudmoore was over Thrall, but not by as much as they were last week. Actually, Thrall did better this week than he did last week. Proudmoore didn't do as well, but they were really high last week. Last week we sold the T-Boost, so but it was pretty nice. We sold T-Boost last week, but we sold the Cloudkeeper Lake Plate, so the 2 epics that were really nice that we got from Solithus, we sold both of them within a week of each other. But anyway, they did make more by almost a little over 100,000 more, and that does put Proudmoore now making us 5,035,000 gold. Thrall making us 4,550,000 gold. And so yeah, not bad at all. They're still both making us really good amounts of gold. Really nice that, you know, Thrall had such a good cleanout with their low value transmog, even above their high value transmog, even though their high value transmog wasn't bad at over 100,000. So yeah, we'll go ahead and add this beside our Northern Eastern Kingdom zones. Now, you may be wondering, what am I going to do if I do hit our goal of 10 million? That's the goal. Does that mean it ends? No. We're not going to stop. We're going to complete the list. And actually, I do need to update some of these. So I'm probably going to take Strat Dead Side out. Actually, I can probably do that now. I'm going to take that one out. And actually, that one's probably going to be SFK. As we'll kind of do that really later on. And SFK, actually, I got that listed twice here. I actually will take some time to think about which one I'm gonna put after islands, because I kind of want to hop back into a dungeon. Maybe I'll actually put POS here, actually put a Saran. And then I do want to do another dungeon right after that. I'm not quite sure what yet. And then here I probably want to do the Southern Eastern Kingdoms right there. So that's where I want to kind of get something in there. But then we have Saltstone right after, which is open world. Probably want to switch those around. I'll have to take a look. And if you guys have any suggestions, definitely let me know where I should, possibly add in for one of these, because we're not going to do Pit of Saran twice. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I may be leaving out what I may need to do in order to add in to here that we don't have listed yet. But anyway, guys, that is going to conclude the clean out for week 32. We are less than 500,000 away, which is awesome. Again, if you guys do like these clean outs that I've been doing, make sure you smash the big thumbs up. Lets me know that you guys are liking it, so I can keep on doing it. Also, do not forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get alerted the next time I come out with one of these, or when I come out with the loot video, which of course is always Monday. So you guys don't miss the loot that we actually get from these farms that we're doing. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this one. I hope to see you all in the next video, and I hope to see you guys on Twitch when we're streaming these. Take care, guys.